Chris with Elon and Life. I hope everybody's having a good weekend, and we are at the project lawn that I started talking about probably 2 months ago, my parents' house. I just now got the time and all the products in, or they got them in, that I want them to use to try to start getting their lawn in shape. So let's go through a review and a refresher course on what their lawn is, how many square feet they have, and what they have going on, and what we're going to put down on it. All right, so let's talk about it. They have around 3,500 or 4,000 square feet of Bermuda, and this is their front yard. And other than needing some watering, it's not in too bad a shape. Not too many broadleaf weeds. They got a few different kind of. They got some, maybe some nutsedge right there. But overall, I did just a general weed spray earlier in the season, and it's done pretty good. They got some ant beds that we got to treat, but really it just needs a little bit of nitrogen and it needs some water. But the biggest problem is this, that right there. It's not as bad in the front yard, but that is Dallisgrass, I'm pretty sure. Over here on this little side section of the front yard, it's pretty bad there too. They have a side section over here. This is where the Dallisgrass is really bad. It's just clumping everywhere. I mean, it's all right here, and it's all down right here. He just cut it, my dad, a couple days ago, so it's not showing quite as bad, but you know, when it gets a little bit of rain, it is terrible. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be incorporating a mixture of big box stuff and some more yard mastery. So I want to show you on this yard, you can use big box products and still get a very nice yard. You don't have to use the stuff that's only sold online, or what I or what other YouTubers talk about. You can get a nice lawn from big box stuff as well. All right, here's some of the products that we're going to be putting down. First thing we're going to be putting down is, and it's probably the most important thing, especially for Bermuda, really any grass types, Pre Emergent. We're going to go heavy Pre Emergent to make sure we keep the weeds under control for the fall, and then you want to put another heavy dose of Pre Emergent down in the spring. Pre Emergent is very important. We know post-emergent sprays, especially Bermuda, if it's above 80-85 degrees, it can kind of damage the lawn, make it turn yellow. So if you can catch weeds before they start sprouting, it's a whole lot easier. I can't tell you, I hardly have any weeds in my yard because I put Pre-Emergent down heavy fall and even heavier in the spring, and I rarely have weeds. We're also going to be mixing in some Yard Mastery Biochar. This is that X Soil Amendment. I did a video on this a week or two ago. This is just going to go in there and help their soil. They've never had anything like that. This is going to help their soil retain nutrients better. Then lastly, we're going to be putting on, not lastly, but we'll be putting also some humic acid down. This is to help the roots develop and help the roots absorb nutrients better. I have put humic acid on their yard before. This is by Natural Guard, Fertilizer Natural Guard. I got this just from domyown.com. It's a great granular humic acid. After we put all this weed killer and pre-emergent and herbicide down, it's going to put stress on the grass. So what we're going to come back with, I just got a good general 10-10-10. We'll be putting that down, just a good even coverage of that, so we get a good nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium in the grass. All right, so like I said, the Bermuda will start slowing down here in about a month where we live, around October. So while you're asking, why are you doing all this right now? All this stuff is very important to get in the ground, to get in the soil. Everything we're doing now is just going to help the grass even more in the spring, when spring rolls around and it starts coming out of dormancy. All right, the first thing I'm putting down, as I said, is Spectracide Pre Emergent. This also has some post-emergent in it as well, a little bit. This usually is good for up to 5 months, depending on how heavy you put it down. Just follow the label directions, of course, but we want to put this down to help with fall weeds. and get under control. And I'll put this down again in the spring. This is what it looks like. But it works really well. It's about, I think it's $18. It does 3,000 square feet. So I got a couple of bags for them for this. You can put this down anytime between spring and fall, and it works really well. There's a lot more expensive products that's really good too, but for a person that don't care about their lawn as much, this is a great product. It will keep the weeds under control and be very beneficial. All right, so what I did is I did a trim pass around the edge of their yard with their edge guard on. Then I'm gonna go this way, and then I'll go side to side. Then I'm gonna go side to side so I make sure I get good even coverage and get Pre Emergent down on all their lawn. All right, we just got the Pre Emergent down, the Spectracide Pre Emergent. Next, I'm going to be putting down the Fertilizer Natural Guard Humic Acid. Humic acid is for, it just helps with your roots, helps root development, helps your roots retain nutrients better, absorb nutrients better. So we'll put the humic acid down now. This is what the humic acid looks like. I said I got it from Do My Own. I'll link that in the description if you're interested. This is a really good humic acid. I think it's about, what is it? You just ordered some for your yard.
$26 for
26, yeah, $26 for a 20-pound bag. It's a good humic acid, good value. So if you're interested in a pretty reasonable price humic acid, Do My Own. I'll put that in the description. It does have some spreader settings on that, but you cannot hurt your lawn with this. You can really put as much down as you want. I put it this, and I put the Lawnstar liquid humic down 6-7 times a year on my yard. It's nothing but beneficial for your yard. All right, we got the Pre Emergent, we got the humic acid down. Now I'm supposed to be putting out, I'm not going to video all this. I'm going to be putting down the Yard Mastery X soil, the Biochar, and then I'll be putting down the 10-10-10 just to get some nutrients back in the grass, because the grass is going to be stressed after putting weed killer, the herbicide, and all this other stuff Pre Emergent. It will be a little bit stressed because it's still pretty hot here, but then we'll put some nitrogen down to try to push the grass for new growth to help it recover.
Here's the 10-10-10 bird seed. It brings the birds to your yard, which fertilizes with the bird poo. And yeah.
All right, after 3 or 4 applications of their yard, guys, I'm getting kind of worn out. So I got Adam here. I'm gonna let him put the 10-10-10 down for me. That's gonna be it, folks. That took about 2 hours to do all that. Just to update of what we did. Pre Emergent, Spectracide Pre Emergent. We put some Natural Guard humic acid down. We put some general 10-10-10 down. And you're probably asking, he has not talked about the herbicide, the selective herbicide that I put down with the tank sprayer. Well, after I purchased this, and we've already recorded my brothers, we found out after, I found out after, that it's kind of frowned upon, this herbicide. It is not for residential use. So if you have Dallisgrass or a bad grassy weed that you just cannot get rid of, and you don't want to kill your grass like with Roundup, just do some research on your own. What kills Dallisgrass and good grass and grassy weeds, and you can decide on your own if you want to use it. Anyway, so this is Adam, this is Chris with Elon in Life. We'll do an update on this, I'd say in about a week or two. I'll let you see how it's recovering, and we'll kind of go from there. Remember, guys, I'm just a DIY guy. Anytime I tell you something like you can put as much humic acid down as you want, what I basically mean with that is, you know, you can go heavy, but you don't want to just dump, 25 pounds in a 500 square foot area. Follow the directions, of course. But so this is Chris with Elon in Life. We'll do an update on this in about a week, and then we'll do a update video on Adam's yard here in a few days as well. I'll link his videos in the description below. This is Chris with Lawn and Life. Everybody have a good day.